This is Ernest Sears Jr. coming to you with SOS Consulting Peak Performance Coaching. I'm in Puerto Vallarta on vacation, but of course your destiny, your purpose, your strategies for life never go on vacation, right? And so we have been speaking about the 13 toxic red flags, and we've covered 1 through 8. And today, number 9 has to do with someone on your team or in your inner circle who does not trust the skills and abilities of those that are new to the team. They don't trust the new guard. For whatever reason, they just have that challenge, a difficulty with trusting those that you have already vetted out, those that you have already added to your inner circle or to your team, and have decided that they should play an integral role in getting things done for your team, for your particular strategy that you're working on. And your more tenured team members, that is your older friends, your more tenured friends, they are suffering from a crisis of trust. And so the red flag here is that you may lose your newer team members, your less tenured team members, because of the old guard lacking trust, who have shared experience 10 years ago, 20 years ago, where they feel like they are the nucleus of the most important part of the team, and others are newcomers, newfangled. They don't really know what's going on, and this can be a problem. You need to nip this in the bud right away. Your more tenured associates, business associates, your older friends, they need to understand your new philosophy, the new things that you have learned based on trial and error that you are implementing, and you need to figure out a way periodically to get them on the same page. If you don't, they begin to do things that are sabotaging to the team, like hoarding information, important information that will be new and really important for perspective. Newer people on your team, newer friends, newer business colleagues and associates who will need that historical perspective to be able to make really good decisions, will not have that information if your older team members hoard information. And hoarding happens for several reasons. Hoarding happens, one, because there is a perception of threat. There's a threat felt or perceived that someone new on the team who may not have the team's best interests takes this information and leverages it for the wrong reasons or whatever. But most of the time, and of course there are exceptions to every rule, right, friends? But most of the time, these fears are just fears. These fears are not rational, and you have to make sure that you make time for your older and your newer associates to get together, to mingle, to develop trust and shared experience so they can learn from each other. Your older, more tenured friends and associates need to be able to understand that they can learn from the fresh blood, they can learn from the millennials, they can learn from those on the team that are just getting on the team. They bring fresh perspective to your arsenal. They bring fresh, very necessary perspective that allows you and your team to be successful. Please do not let this one go without nipping it in the bud. Again, to summarize, the 9th red flag is that a more tenured business associate, business colleague, team member who distrusts the newer members of the team. And as a result, they hoard information, they have a lack of trust, they may even spread negative information. You want to make sure this doesn't happen. Again, this is one of those red flags that it can be very subtle, but over time, if you don't nip it in the bud, it can destroy the new thinking of your team, the new philosophy, where you want the team to go. It can destroy the momentum towards that vision that you have for your team and yourself. So nip this in the bud, people. Again, this is Ernest Sears Jr. With SOS Consulting Peak Performance Coaching, coming to you from Puerto Vallarta And I want you to take some time today to reflect, to recalibrate, and reinvent. Take care. Bye-bye.